Welcome to Good Luck High Five, episode 467.
That's right. You're listening to a podcast that's for you if you play Magic the Gathering. Whether you entered every single arena decathlon event or you are very excited for the future return of F&M, we are here for you.
I'm one of your hosts, 2022 Maria.
And I'm another one of your hosts, 2019 Megan.
Ooh, 2019
That's right.
Megan.
We're just taking it back, baby.
So young and naive we were.
I know, exactly.
Innocent.
Do you know what? I prefer that.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Although that was the Megan who was alive during the Trump administration.
That's true. That was a real bummer.
That was a real bummer.
But we were in Hawaii for the World Championship.
That's true.
That was great.
Lots
of highs and lows.
Real roller coaster.
That's accurate. Well, welcome to 2022, everybody.
Yeah.
We hope you had an excellent break. We hope you enjoyed our end of the year award show episodes, which are highly lauded.
Yes.
Within the award show community. The Oscars called us and they were like, can we be called the Crimbies? And I was like, no.
That's our name, Oscars. Get out of here.
They were like, $2 million. And I said, no, absolutely
what? Maria,
not.
I wish you would.
Well,
I just wish you had consulted me before making that unilateral decision.
But here we are in 2022, and we've got some exciting stuff on the horizon when it comes to Magic the Gathering.
We sure do. Kamigawa Neon Dynasty is now a month away.
Wow.
Which, yeah.
Mind blown.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about it for the first time on this show.
Yeah. Which we couldn't really.
Yeah.
That was hard to make. Yeah, that was hard for my brain to make sense of. I was like, no, we must have talked about it, but apparently not.
Not yet, because we were doing all of our award-winning award shows.
Yes. Award shows themselves deserving of awards.
I'm like, do award shows win awards? And I'm like, pretty sure they do, though.
Do they? They can't.
Well, can't I submit my Oscars for an Emmy? You know what I'm saying? Like,
you mean like if you made such a great
Oscars show
that then you're like, the Emmys should nominate this
for an Emmy.
Because it was a television
Because it was a television show.
Yeah, and when the Emmys do their awards as a movie, they can submit it to the Oscars.
You know, when you just really want to watch the Emmys in a movie theater, which honestly kind of sounds better.
That sounds better than just watching them at home.
Yeah, home alone. I just want to know if this has ever happened. Do you know if this has happened? Have the Oscars won an Emmy?
That's not a thing.
Please tweet at us with the hashtag Oscars and Emmys because I need to know. But yeah.
My favorite power couple.
Oscar and Emmy.
Yep.
Make it happen.
Okay, where were we?
Well, we were talking about this because like the reason we didn't talk about Kamigawa is because we were doing our award shows.
So we will talk about Kamigawa,
yes.
which we have learned so much about.
Yeah.
And
looks sweet.
We will also wrap up the Innistrad story time.
Yeah.
There were 2 remaining chapters in the Crimson Vow story, so we'll go over that.
Need to know what happened.
I have opinions about what happened.
Excellent.
So
I do like when Megan has opinions, so strap in, everybody.
I try to be so neutral so much of the time. That's a lie. Okay.
You said that in one breath. One breath. But before we get to any of that, thank you to everybody who's starting out the new year as a new patron of Good Luck High Five.
Yes, thank you especially to Joseph, Dan, Alper, and Michelle.
Yay!
It means so much to us that you thought of us this holiday season and into this new year. We so appreciate it. So thank you to each of you, and thank you to everyone who is a patron.
Yeah, you can join over at patreon.com/GLHF Magic. The new year is traditionally a very hard time for content creators. People scale back their giving. So if you are able to give to the show, if you think we give you something, we would love it if you would give us something too. And we've got a big thank you in the form of a patron-only tournament coming up the 15th of this month.
Yeah, so at 11 a.m. Central Time on the 15th,
yes,
we will have a best of 3 alchemy tournament.
Yes.
It will be a very good time. So yeah, sign on up.
Yeah, if you're a patron before the 15th, you can get in on our tournament. I'm really excited to see what everybody plays. We have a fun time. We give away tons of prizes from our sponsor, Ultra
Prizes
Pro.
if you win. Prizes if you lose.
Yep.
Prizes if you bring a great deck with a great name.
All of these things get you prizes.
it'll be a real good time. And so the link for that, as well as the code to enter, will be over on our Patreon.
Yes.
Once it is alive.
Yeah, visible to you once you are a patron.
There you go.
Thank you as well to Card Kingdom for being an incredible sponsor of our show. CardKingdom.com/GLHF is the affiliate link to go to if you want to buy anything to start the new year off. If you're like, hey,
Yes.
I didn't get this for the holidays, I'm going to buy it for myself.
I'm going to get it for myself. Because do you know what?
Kingdom.
Getting gifts is nice, but also just getting a thing that you want for yourself is also a great thing.
Treat yourself 2022.
Yeah.
Who knows how much longer we'll be around?
Wow! Whoa!
Maria's pessimistic heading into the new year.
You really are. Are you feeling okay?
Look, I listened to some really depressing stuff on NPR this morning.
Wow. Like what? Give us the highlights so we can all stress out with you.
Oh, it was about how many people think that democracy is failing in the United States, or democracy is under threat.
Oh, okay.
Which was most people, but half of people for one reason and half of people for another reason.
Whoa!
That's fake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was just thinking a lot about it, and I'm like, oh boy, is it really? And it's one of those things you never think could happen. You know, you're like, that could never happen here.
Or is it right around the corner?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm living 2022 like it's
Your last?
like it's the end of the dinosaurs and the asteroids coming for us.
Wow.
You know, just for fun too, because that's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun to constantly think about all of the big ways your life could change for the worse.
Card Kingdom. We are the absolute worst person for them to sponsor. I'm sorry, Card Kingdom. I'm sorry you got tied up in this. I didn't try. It just happened.
2022, it might be the last year you can enjoy. Shop Card Kingdom.
I'm sorry, we're no longer sponsored by Card Kingdom. It is time for the first Scryfall randomizer of 2022.
Okay, so first I'm going to show Maria the art of this, which is a pretty cool art. This is pretty sick.
Ooh, so this art looks like the One Ring.
You're not wrong.
It's a golden ring with a ruby top that looks like it's exploding in flame, surrounded by another kind of ethereal ring made out of the fire that's bursting forth from this ring with various, I was going to say guild symbols. I don't know what those symbols are around the outside of this ring.
Yeah, I can't tell from here.
Okay, so I've got to guess what this card does.
Yeah. Hold on. Do you want to know the name?
Yes, tell me the name of this card.
Okay, the name is Ring of Vulcus.
Okay, well, that tracks.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this is an artifact because it's a ring.
Okay.
And what Ring of Vulcus... I have no idea what this card is, everybody, so I'm just making this up.
Yeah.
What Ring of Vulcus does is you can pay 3 and a red, and you can look at the top 3 cards of your library. You can choose one of them, and you can play it until the end of your turn.
Wow.
And then if you sacrifice it, it deals 5 to the opponent.
Whoa, OP. How much does it cost?
It costs 5 colorless.
Okay. Well, you're pretty wrong.
I just made a sweet card that's kind of like whatever. What was the name of that card? That red one that did that? I have no memory of magic cards.
Some Chandra's Hot Gauntlet. Right? Something
Chandra's
like that.
Hot Gauntlet. No, I was thinking
Yeah.
of the card that you played mono red to like. You got to always look at the top, you know, and play it. That was 4 mana though.
Oh, Experimental Frenzy.
Thank you.
Okay, here you go. Ring of Vulcus. It is 2 mana
Oh,
for
well,
an
it
artifact
was an
equipment.
artifact.
Yes, that's right.
The
Sorry,
easy
yeah,
part.
my bad. You were right there. Equipped creature has haste. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a +1/+1 counter on equipped creature if it's red. So it does have a red affiliation. You were right there.
Okay.
And equip cost of 1.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't ever associate a ring with giving somebody haste.
I think that this is not
When was this
necessarily
from?
a cycle. Magic 2013.
Okay.
I want to say that like there were
other
ones
rings
that gave other stuff.
Okay.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, right. This is one I remember. Ring of Avos Isle.
Oh,
2,
yeah, sure.
2 equipped creature gains hexproof until end of turn. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a +1/+1 counter on equipped creature if it's blue.
Sure.
Equip 1. So
Okay.
that was like another one from the same
There's
time.
a ring of cycle
Yeah.
of rings.
Exactly.
Oh,
So,
interesting.
Ring of Zathrid.
No
2
memory of these.
artifact equipment, 2 regenerate equipped creature. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a +1/+1 counter on equipped creature if it's black.
These are good. These are kind of good.
I mean, yeah, they're like, they're fine. They're uncommon. And they're all from that M13.
Okay, well, yeah, I kind of like this cycle, and
Yeah.
I like putting the counters on, especially, which is another little bonus at an artifact. Like, if you're equipping something, you don't normally get something like that. You're like, here's the thing you're carrying. Its bonus is what it is. But this is like, I'm also giving you this. So if you want to move me around, you can, but you're still going to have those counters.
Its bonus is what it is.
Its bonus is what it is.
Its bonus is what it is.
You know, I saw the movie Macbeth recently.
Oh, yeah. How was it?
Oh, it was great.
Ooh, I didn't even know it was coming out.
Yeah. And gosh, Frances McDormand, Best Actress.
Oh, man.
Coming for her. But also they say in it, what's done is done. And I was like, oh yeah, that's where we get that saying from.
Thanks, Shakespeare.
And it's like just something we just think of all the time. Like, as a normal
Lady
saying.
M is like, what's done is done.
What's done is done.
Quit crying about it, you little baby.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Denzel's also great, I should say. All right, let's take a look at the art from this image. One second. There it is. Take a look. It's pretty creepy.
Oh, no.
I like to give Meghan really creepy ones.
Okay, so this is like this is a spooky, angry bog tree man.
Yes.
He is super spooky and super angry. He has like no leaves. He's just all long sticks. Long, angry sticks. He has like a bone-looking face. His face looks like a bone mask. And he's holding someone. He's holding a skeleton. Probably that used to be someone that he was fighting.
Oh, wow.
He's very spooky.
Real spooky tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a creepy face. The name of this card is Ebony Treefolk.
Oh.
Ebony Treefolk. What do you think it does?
Okay, I'm going to say that this Treefolk is 3 green black.
Okay.
For a 3/5. And you can pay.
You've updated your power and toughness since you got it off by 1.
Yeah,
last
exactly.
randomizer.
3/5. And you can pay 1 and a black to give it Death Touch.
Ooh, that sounds a pretty good guess. All right, let's take a look at what this card actually does.
Yeah.
It is 1 green black.
Wow.
So there
all
you
right.
go for a 3/3.
Whoa. Nice.
Okay, so kind of a downgrade. Creature Treefolk. You can pay black and green. Ebony Treefolk gets +1/+1 until end of turn.
Wow.
You were pretty close.
I was pretty close.
Oh my god.
I had the colors right.
Yep.
I had the power right.
The mana cost, didn't you say 1 green black?
No, I said 3 green black.
Okay, so you said 5 mana. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the activated
But
ability.
that it had an activated ability.
And it's, wow. Okay, so this is Matt Cavada's art.
It's a
Thumbs
really
up.
creepy tree.
Its roots are equally happy to drink the water of a clear stream or the oily blood of a Phyrexian warrior.
Woo!
Wow.
Ooh.
This is from Apocalypse.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow, what a cool card.
It is a pretty cool card. The art is, very evocative.
That's one way to put it.
Evocative is the word I'm going to use here.
Hey everybody, it's time for some Kamigawa. We're going to talk about Kamigawa and not think about the end of the world here for a moment. Because Kamigawa is set in a super cool cyberpunk reality.
Yes.
And they released a teaser trailer a few weeks ago, but
Ooh,
we want to watch
gonna
it
watch
with you.
it?
Yeah, because
right.
this trailer is pretty cool. It gives us a glimpse of what the art style of Kamigawa is going to be like. And kind of a look at the overall feel of the set that's coming out. And also they did some super sweet graphics in this, which I think are great. We open on a scene that's just beautiful. You see a beautiful flowering bonsai tree that looks like, I don't know.
Is also having a chip malfunction.
And then we see Raccoon Mask.
Yes.
So this is the mask that our new planeswalker wears that's like helped ignite his spark.
It's the Kami of the Spark.
Kami of the Spark. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, this is just gorgeous. We're kind of seeing a Japanese looking cityscape here. And is that the Wanderer?
That totally was the Wanderer.
Standing up on a balcony.
Wow.
We were wondering when we might, where the Wanderer was from.
Yes. And maybe they're from Kamigawa.
This was, I think.
Also, we don't know.
Do you remember when the Wanderer's card was released? What was it in?
It was in War of the Spark.
War of the Spark, and everybody was like, "Is this person from Kamigawa? Is this a hint that Kamigawa
everybody wondered
might be coming back?"
And it sure was.
And it was.
It was.
That's the Wanderer if I've ever seen the Wanderer.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool.
Yep. Awesome.
So really excited to find out what the Wanderer's deal is.
Yeah.
In Kamigawa. Who are they? Why are they wandering? Nice hat. That's what I have to say about the Wanderer.
And at the end of it, nice hat.
I think it's fair to say that the general reaction after seeing this trailer and some of the cards that have already been previewed from this set is that people are extremely positive about Kamigawa.
Yes, people are certainly very excited about Kamigawa.
Yeah.
I think that there's still some amount of trepidation.
Yeah, that's fair.
As opposed to, just outright being no holds barred excited.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, and that's fair.
Yeah, exactly. But we've seen there's some amazing art, right? Like you cannot.
I can't get
deny
over it.
the greatness of the art that is happening here. There's some great art.
Incroyable.
Oh, it's so good.
As the Germans would say. I think that I can't even let myself say that without laughing at it. But I think that people have been waiting for this for a long time. We didn't know that it was ever going to happen for sure. And Kamigawa was before our time playing Magic, the first one. And this return looks so cool so far.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of the cards that we have already seen released from Wizards of the Coast because they're great and they give us some clues as to other stuff that's going on in this set. Let's talk about the Planeswalker that's been released.
Yes, this is Kato Shizuki and 1 blue-black for a 3 loyalty legendary Planeswalker Kato. 3 mana.
3 mana.
Maria, in case you didn't catch that when I said it.
That's
3 mana, 1 blue-black.
That's a spot of power. Planeswalker spot of power, 3 mana.
And it has a static ability. He has a static ability. At the beginning of your end step, if Kato entered the battlefield this turn, he phases out.
Weird.
Ooh. I mean, then he cannot be attacked.
That's true.
The first turn that he comes into play.
So this is what we always say about Planeswalkers. Do they have a way to protect themselves?
And in this case, the answer is
yes, because the +1 is not a protection.
It's wild.
Okay, cool.
+1, draw a card, then discard a card unless you attacked this turn.
Okay.
So it's +1, draw a card.
Yeah.
It says +1, draw a card.
Megan's
3
all
mana,
in.
+1, draw a card. Okay, cool.
Playing this card.
-2, create a 1/1 blue ninja creature token with this creature can't be blocked.
Okay, this is huge for a couple of reasons.
Yeah.
This is also protection, first of all.
Yes, it make a little 1/1.
And second of all, it can't be blocked. Do you know what that's good with?
What, Maria?
Ninjutsu!
Is that going to be a thing?
I think it is.
It absolutely is,
Yeah,
because over
100%.
these past holidays, we got a preview of a card that has ninjutsu on it.
Yes, and it grants other creatures in your hand ninjutsu.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
What's the ultimate?
-7, you get an emblem with whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, search your library for a blue or black creature card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle.
Oh, okay, that's pretty
sick.
sweet.
Yeah.
I love this card.
Yeah. It's a very good card.
Look, this is a card a control mage and a creature mage can both love.
Yes.
There. I said it.
Yeah, it draw a card.
And check out the little raccoon
It's
friend.
so cute.
So-
Look at the raccoon. This is the Kami of the Spark.
So cute.
It make a mask.
Oh,
It make a mask and then awake his spark.
I love him.
So cute.
So cute. Yeah, this card seems excellent. And obviously ninjas are going to be a huge theme here in Kamigawa
Yes.
based on this card and the other card that we've seen. And that's very exciting for me. I think ninjutsu is a really cool mechanic.
Yeah. So speaking of the other card that we've seen it on, this is the one that came out that was previewed over the holidays.
Yeah.
Maria, go for it.
Satoru Umezawa, 1 blue-black for a 2/4 legendary creature human ninja. So commander players rejoice. Whenever you activate a ninjutsu ability, so there you go. There's probably going to be a lot of them. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, one of them into your hand, the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. That's
nice.
This ability triggers only once each turn. Okay. Each creature card in your hand has ninjutsu 2 blue-black.
Wow.
For a rare.
Sick.
It's not even a mythic.
Pretty sick card.
I think this card's great.
Yeah.
And the art, can we just say for a second?
The art is so cool.
Early front runner for art of the year.
Wow. That's a hot take, but
Dust
it's
off the
really
Caribbean.
good.
I mean, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, he's sitting there kind of surrounded by, like, on one side by red and on the other side by green.
And there's like a red
Yes.
dragon demon sort of situation over
Yes,
his
and then
shoulder.
there's like some like creepy menacing figures in the back.
And it's all neon colors.
It's really cool. It's a great looking art.
Kamigawa Neon Dynasty is having a Lisa Frank moment, and I am here for it. Here for
Lisa
it.
Frank moment.
Never will not love Lisa Frank. It's in my blood.
Speaking of amazing art,
Oh boy.
the lands. Everyone has talked about the lands because they're incredible. How can you not?
So
They're gorgeous. They're beautiful. They're incredible.
if you haven't seen them,
They look so good.
give yourself a 2022 treat and go look at these. A feast
Yes.
for the eyes. Done in the ukiyo-e style.
It might be the last year you can enjoy. So go look at it.
They have kanji, mana symbol, gorgeous traditional Japanese art. They're my favorite basics that I've ever seen.
They're amazing. I think that many people have said that because they're
Look at this forest.
absolutely, they're incredible. They are unbelievably
There's just
good,
like
honestly.
not much we can say other than that.
Like, how do you keep making better and better and better lands?
I don't know.
They do just keep making better and better and
How
better
can
and
they
better
go
and better
above
and better
this?
lands.
That's my question.
That's a very good question. But do you know what? Will it happen? It might still happen.
Yeah, it might still happen.
Because they continue to have stuff up their sleeves.
So these lands are going to be in 1/3 of draft boosters.
Yeah.
BT dub. So you'll be able to get them fairly often. New draft basics coming up.
Yeah.
For me, hopefully.
They look so good. They look so good.
Another cool card style has been released with this set too, which is the very extremely rare neon ink treatment.
Oh, that's right. So
So-
speaking of some like the alternate art styles.
Yeah. This is a new one on the card Hidetsugo Devouring Chaos.
Which also, this card is sick.
This card is very sick.
3 and a black for a 4/4 legendary creature ogre demon. Black, sacrifice a creature, scry 2. 2 and a red, tap, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. When you exile a non-land card this way, Hidetsugo Devouring Chaos deals damage equal to the exiled card's mana value to any target.
Jeez.
Wow. Any target.
This is a good card.
Any target.
And it's an ogre demon, which is a pretty sweet creature type.
Yeah. And yeah, it just looks good. Even like the
basic one?
The basic art for this looks
Yeah.
really cool.
So they did something kind of fancy with this card. They made a neon ink treatment, which is a new foiling process, which I'm obsessed.
It looks like neon. It's meant to look like a neon light on the card.
And it does. It does.
It looks really cool.
So they did one in red, green, blue, and yellow.
Yeah.
And they're very rare.
Yes. So less than 1% of boosters contain a neon ink card.
Okay, so almost none.
There are about half as many green ink cards as blue ink cards, and about a quarter that many red ink cards as green ink cards.
So red is the most rare.
Yes.
If you open one of those, you can go tour Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
It'll be a really nice time, but just don't be a brat while you're there. Just remember that, okay?
If you're a brat, you may
From us to you.
die.
You might die.
I mean, what happened to those kids?
Seems pretty likely.
They're always like, "Oh, we'll go fix it," and I'm like, "Will you?"
You're gonna drown in a river, or you're gonna be burnt up by an incinerator.
Or you're gonna turn so small that you basically disappear.
Which one did that
The
happen
TV
to?
kid. Remember the TV kid?
I remember the TV kid. I actually don't remember what happened to him.
He got small, and I think he stayed small. I think that's what it was.
Wow.
And Willy Wonka was like, "Bye."
That was basically
Don't.
how he reacted to all of them.
And also, like, the legal troubles that he's going to be in. Let's just put it that way. And
Okay, but does Willy Wonka operate outside the law?
he's
my
extra
question.
legal, this whole operation?
I'm
Probably.
saying, what if he made so much money that he actually, like, incorporated himself as a nation on the land in which his factory is built? He's like the Vatican.
Seriously.
Willy Wonka's chocolate factory is like the Vatican. It's its own country.
And Willy Wonka is the Pope of chocolate. The chocolate Pope.
Try and tell me that Willy Wonka is
what he should have done.
The Pope of chocolate.
Because
okay?
if not, he has just killed several children or scarred for life.
Yeah.
Definitely illegal. And unless they had to sign something before they went in, I don't remember. But like
They probably did, right? Maybe even if
will
it's
it hold
not
up in court?
even if it's not in the movie.
But then he just transfers it to Charlie, and he's like, "Have fun dealing with those lawsuits."
Yeah.
Just saying.
Okay.
So he should be like the Vatican
Or-
if he's smart.
Is Willy Wonka do you think that Willy Wonka is personally responsible for these children's deaths? Or is the Willy Wonka Corporation responsible for their deaths?
Both, I guess.
Because then in that case, Charlie can be like, you need to prosecute Willy Wonka the man, not Willy Wonka the business.
We need a Willy Wonka 3. The fallout
Yes.
of what happens here.
Okay,
Anyway.
The yellow ones will be available through WPN premium stores. There we go. We got there.
I think this is fun. I think it reminds me, like I said on the upkeep, of the Tarmogoyf that we're all looking for in Modern Masters.
Yes.
Some people are like, I hate when they do this because it encourages kind of like bad habits of like trying to have a chaser and find it and ripping a lot of packs, which, yeah, that can definitely happen. So don't be that person.
That's the point.
It's like, if you open it, cool. If you don't, like, all right, fine.
Okay.
And then you can just buy it on the secondary market if you really want one.
Cardkingdom.com/GLHF. This might be the last year you enjoy anything.
The store at the end of the world. I think I just think they're beautiful.
Yeah, they're really incredible looking.
But it's only on that card. It's only that one.
Only that one card.
The other card we saw is a sweet dragon.
Yes, Atsushi the Blazing Sky, 2 red for a 4/4 flying trample. When it dies, choose one. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play those cards or create 3 treasure tokens.
Hey, I'm here for this card.
Pretty sick.
Big red dragon, really good.
Yeah. Big red dragon.
And it's a legendary dragon spirit, which is a callback to the dragon cycle that we had in original Kamigawa. So there's going to be another cycle of these, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Love a good dragon cycle. And
that's how I wash all my clothes.
on dragon cycle?
Yeah.
They don't get hurt?
No, they do. It's a problem. I run through clothes so fast.
They just, your washer just
incinerate them.
burns it?
Yes.
Yep. Got to be careful on dragon cycle.
Yeah, you really do.
Oh, but yeah, I'm here for this. Previews officially start January 27th, everybody, and then it's going to come out on Arena and Magic Online on February 10th. I think it looks really, really fun. I'm very excited. I've heard rumors that the draft environment is also really good.
Ooh, from whom?
I don't even know. I'm just saying that.
From whom?
But I feel like I've definitely heard it.
Yeah.
The scuttlebutt. I think probably people in R&D tweeted that, like, heads up, this is a really cool draft environment.
Oh.
That's probably what I'm thinking of. But yeah, really, really excited for that. Hopefully we'll get a shakeup in standard.
Ooh, we love a new draft environment.
Yes, we
love
do.
A fresh draft.
Yeah. So super hyped for this.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about the story that got released with this next week.
That's right.
So come on back for story time for that.
Yeah. So in case you are wondering about when are you going to be able to find out these things? So the Building Worlds Kamigawa comes out January 11th.
Okay.
History and Legends of Kamigawa article series is January 11th through 21st. Kamigawa Neon Dynasty Story. This is a little different, but it's coming out before
interesting.
that comes out. That's the 24th through the 27th. Debut videos and previews begin on the 27th. Card image gallery is complete on the 4th.
Wow.
27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 9 days.
9 days
you
of
get
previews.
9 days of previews. Slap
Fast.
them
Boom,
all
boom,
together.
boom, boom, boom. All right.
And then the Commander card image gallery is complete February 8th. Oh, Commander previews are February 7th.
Okay, cool.
Complete by the 8th.
All right, one day.
Magic Arena and online release February 10th. In-store pre-release and events the 11th. February 11th.
Yep.
Worldwide release.
There we go.
February 18th.
And then there's going to be an in-store draft weekend, February 19th and 20th.
So that's just like the long list of everything Kamigawa and when it's coming at you.
That is a lot.
Yeah, it is.
Wow. Okay. Super cool. Kamigawa, Neon Dynasty. Give me my raccoon plushie.
Yeah, just do it already.
Just do it.
Just do it already.
The world is ending. I want a
do
raccoon
it
plushie.
already.
It's time for a story time with Meghan, and we are wrapping up the Innistrad story today.
Yeah. So last time we had talked about it, Olivia had, brought in Sigarda as a giant angel fountain.
Oh, that's right.
And Soren was very mad about it, but then Catilda's ghost, Spirit, busted out of the Moon Silver Key.
That's right. At this wedding that Olivia had forced to happen.
Like, I don't think so. And then chaos is reigning. So in episode 4, The Wedding Crashers, this is where everyone who is outside the gates, like Chandra and Adeline and Teferi, and then like all of the Cathars and a lot of like farm people who are like, you killed most of my family and now we're here to kill you.
Yeah, there's not many of us left.
Well, there's not many, but we're here. And so they the words go down around the castle and they all bust in.
Nice.
They all go running in. I have to say there's yet another scene where a lot of bats get killed and I find it very upsetting. I don't know what this author's beef with bats is, but it's not chill by me. There's because a swarm of bats swoops down to attack them, but they all get killed by fire and arrows, and I'm sad about it. You could have just left the bats out of it.
Hey, a bat was named cutest card of this set.
That's right.
Career
bats
bat.
are cute and good.
Yes.
Bats are cute and good.
They eat mosquito, okay?
Exactly. It's not their fault that vampires associated themselves with bats. Bats were there first, okay? Look, bats were there first. Vampires picked the bat. The bat did not pick the vampire.
The bats did nothing wrong.
And it should not be punished as though it did pick vampires.
There you go. There you go.
This
is the Good Luck High Five official stance.
This is my argument, pro-bat stance. All right? Lay off the bats, buddies. Okay, so where was I? Bats.
They killed a bunch of bats.
Yes, they kill a bunch of bats. They go running in. And then it's just basically a lot of fight sequences for a lot of it.
Okay.
Right? Of Kaya goes in and helps rally all of the spirits that are trapped in the walls and in the weird corridors of Olivia's castle. Cool. Because they're all there and angry. So they get all angry and they're like, we're going to fight now too.
Wow.
And then they go into the ballroom where the wedding is happening and they're stabbing vampires. Vampires are stabbing people. Blood everywhere.
Wow, normally vampires be into that.
Yeah, they normally would be.
Don't make me bleed my own blood.
or
whatever.
Don't make me bleed other people's blood that I've drank.
Yes, thank you. I'm I don't know if vampires have blood, actually.
Yes. And so someone stabs Olivia's dress and spirits come out of that too.
Because it was made of spirits.
But of course, classic action movie thing. The main villains run away so that they can have individual confrontations.
Oh, of course.
So Olivia runs away, and Arlen chases her.
Okay.
And Edgar runs away, and Soren chases him. And so,
Grandpa, why you gotta get married?
Yeah, that's basically what he says.
Okay.
He's like, Grandpa, why you gotta get married? And then he realizes, even though the whole time he's like, Edgar's a thrall. Olivia made him want to do this. He's like, no, Edgar also is just a bad dude and wants to do it.
Edgar started the vamp
exactly
on Innistrad.
And Soren has some flashbacks to being like, you made me become vamp. Why, Grandpa? Why?
Wait. So Soren was just a normal grandson.
Yes.
At some point.
Soren was once a normal grandson.
Grandpa, I didn't even want to be vamp.
He didn't want to be vamp. They made him vamp. His family made him vamp.
I was having a great time in my room with my Evanescence posters. And then one day
he vamped him. By making him drink angel blood.
I mean, that's a fair beef.
Yes. So they fight in the Sanguitorium, which is a room full of blood. I am not kidding. It's a room full of blood.
Oh my gosh.
They fight. They throw each other against things. Classic vampire fight, right? Because they're both big and strong and immortal. So they fight. Edgar tries to drown him in a vat of blood. Oof. Throws him in a pit of blood, I think.
What a way to go.
And then leaves him there and is like, die in that pit of blood. That's going to backfire because Soren is a vampire, so you can't kill him in a pit of blood. That's not how it works.
Died doing what he loved. I mean, but also...
Okay.
Impossible.
So, and then Arlen chases Olivia and they come to a corridor, and then they start fighting, and they fight, and... I'm just saying it as it is.
I love the recap. Fight.
They fight, and Olivia kind of gets the upper hand and is
Poor
like,
paw.
and Arlen is like, I won't transform.
Oh, wait.
I'm not a wolf. When I'm not, like, the wolf doesn't own me. I own the wolf.
Yeah.
But Olivia is like, you should just transform, and Arlen's like, and then she does, and it helps heal her.
Okay.
But then she gets so mad that she is like kind of fighting not well. You know, she's just all over the place, and Olivia stab her.
No.
Olivia stab her good. That's where chapter 4 ends.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Arlen,
Chapter
no.
5 starts, and everybody's still fighting in the ballroom for the most part, right? Like Teferi and them.
Yeah.
And Teferi seems like a really good guy to have on your side because he just slows the attackers down with his time
Bullet
magic.
time.
Exactly.
It's the
Very
Matrix.
the Matrix. Just like slows things down, and they're all fighting. And then Soren like drinks some of the blood in the pit and is like, I am strong, and I'm gonna go avenge myself against my grandfather for the fact that he vamped me in the first place, and he's a selfish old man.
Nice.
Right? Soren is like, he's always been selfish. Vampires are selfish. I'm gonna go get him because I'm mad. So he climbs out, and then he goes into the ballroom, and he like fights a bunch of vamps. He just like, they're all trying to get in the way to keep him from killing Edgar, and he just throws them off like they're just rice
Nice.
at a wedding that's being thrown at him. And he's just like shrugging off the grains of rice, right? He's like, get out of my way.
Wow.
And then he gets to Edgar, and they have a sword fight.
Oh,
they
sick.
sword fight a bunch, and then Soren bests him, and he gets his blade right up under his chin, and then he just lets him go.
Of course he does.
Okay,
Of course he does.
lets him go, which begins my next beef after the bat
Bad
beef. After the bat beef begins my next beef. Freaking kill him!
Yes, of course.
Kill him!
Kill him. But they never do.
Kill him! Kill him! Kill him, kill him, kill him, okay?
I mean, it's just a very, like, the thing, like, when you've got your sword up at the throat and you're like, I could kill you. And they both stare into each other's eyes.
And Edgar's like, Soren's like, he knows he's been bested. And it's like, if
Okay,
Edgar was a
great.
character worth his salt, as soon as Soren dropped his blade, he would have just ran Soren through with his own knife and been like, this is why you don't do this.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, I forgot. Okay, so the fight was going kind of bad in the ballroom, but then all the wolves bust in.
Okay.
Tovalar is there.
Great.
And then all of like the actual wolves from Arlen's pack before, who are
Okay.
very cute.
And they help.
And they all come and they help. And then they all go to find Arlen.
Yeah.
And so they run into the fight where Olivia and Arlen are. Olivia left because she stabbed Arlen.
So she's out there now wandering.
Yeah. And they go and get Arlen, Tovalar and her wolves do. And she transforms into wolf, and she help heal. And they all make her feel better, and she's happy to have her pack again, and it's cute.
Okay, so
Except
everything's been made
Tovalar,
up.
she's still like, you basically committed a war crime. You massacred a bunch of people. And he's like, I'm here now. I don't know what to tell you.
Can anybody really be mad at that at this point in Innistrad?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
this place is a lawless. This is the Vatican. They should
Yeah.
have Vatican themselves.
Yes.
At this point.
And then they go and find Olivia, and they also let her go. Why did they let her go?
Come on.
I don't know. Like, beef number 3, Olivia also gets away, and no one dies in this story.
Somebody should definitely die in
Someone
this story.
should have died in this story.
We've advocated for this before
Someone
on this
should have died.
podcast.
Arlen should have died, maybe. I would have been sad.
But that's what you gotta do
but
sometimes.
okay. That, like, right? It could have happened.
Yeah.
Olivia should have died. Edgar should have died.
Kill the characters.
Kill the characters, especially, I feel like Innistrad. I love Innistrad. We've seen a lot of Innistrad.
Yeah.
And at this point, I feel like they're afraid to move the story past. They're like, oh, what does it look like without the Voldarens there?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what does Innistrad look like without Olivia Voldaren? She has to live so that we have, like, the big bad vampire.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, kill her so that you can find out what is on the other side.
There's always new big bads that you can make that people are gonna love.
What is on the other side of Olivia Voldaren?
And
I
also-
want to see that.
Like, what are your stakes? If
no one
nobody
dies, if not even the villains of this who captured
Just
and
one,
almost killed
even.
an angel.
just one even maybe.
Just kill one of them. Exactly. If Soren would have been like, my granddad was an awful dude who created the race of vampires and vamped me against my child will.
Yep.
kill the dude.
And this is cool too then, because Soren can like grapple with what he's done then in that instance. Like, I killed my own grandpa. That's pretty messed up.
That's pretty messed up.
Do I feel bad about that? Or
Yes.
am I going to like sort of turn on myself and be like, wait, maybe I'm the most powerful vampire now and I have to continue that?
We need to see what's on the other side of this. But if you don't kill those characters, there's no good stakes.
Yep.
And we don't get to see what's on the other side of them. We're like, okay, we'll go back to Innistrad and it'll still be Olivia Voldaren. No.
Good Luck High Five advocates for carnage in the Magic universe.
Carnage in the Magic universe. Might not make it through 2022. And I don't want those vampires to make it either.
Full circle.
Anyway, so then they get the moon silver key from Olivia and then they let her go.
And then they reset everything.
Yep, and then they go to the Celestis again. Catilda gets put back in her body. And then she completes the ritual and the sun comes up on Innistrad. And Arlen goes around saying goodbye to everybody because she's sad. Chandra and Adeline are making out. Teferi. Like everyone's like, okay, we're going back to our own planes, or what Kaya's like, bye. And Teferi's like, bye. Also, be on the lookout for Phyrexians. There's these thing called Phyrexians, and I know that they're coming. So there's another bit at the end of this one. Teferi is like, there's these things called Phyrexians, and I think that there's going to be trouble with them soon. So like, keep an eye out for weird stuff happening.
Okay, so Phyrexians definitely creeping in.
Definitely creeping in.
Ooh, that's exciting. Yeah. Maybe like coming to a head in the Brothers' War. That's what we guessed.
Yeah. Even though that is technically set in the past.
Huh. Okay.
Although maybe we only think it's set in the past, and everything that's happened in the multiverse up until now is actually the past, and the Brothers' War is the future. Ugh.
Time is
I want to
fake.
talk about a book that I just read that messed with time like that, but I can't because it would be a spoiler if you haven't read it.
Okay, no spoilers. No spoilers. And also, it's just like, you've got to question, how good are these people who are like doing the planeswalking and fighting and whatever, if they're like, they don't have the stones to just be like, hey, guess what?
So like, you're a bad hero.
I have to kill you.
You're a bad hero if it comes time to end the life of a vampire,
Olivia,
who's not even alive. Okay, it's a vampire, not even alive, who has murdered literally in her lifetime thousands of people.
Right? Because now they've got the sun rising again. They're like, okay, yay, fine, that's great. But I'm like, what do you think is going to happen?
Guess what? Olivia is still going to go back into her wrecked home, rebuild it, and be like, time to murder thousands more people.
All right.
Thousands. You should have killed her.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. So, but anyways, that wraps up the Innistrad story. Why did no one die? I cannot answer that question satisfactorily.
Well, we're going to have a Neon Dynasty story next week, and maybe somebody will die in chapter 1.
You know what? My lips are sealed until we get there.
I'm showing Meghan a picture of some new glitter deck boxes from Ultra Pro.
They are really cool.
Aren't
Is
these
this
cool?
with like clear glitter?
Yeah. I know.
Oh my goodness. So there's like a black with silver glitter, and then there's a clear with like rainbow glitter, and I'm in love.
Yeah, they're beautiful. Brand new deck boxes from Ultra Pro. Thank you to them for sponsoring our show. I just had to show you these because they're so beautiful.
Yes.
And Ultra Pro is so cool because they always come up with new awesome kinds of ways to store your cards. And
these are so cool.
Make it fashion. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Deck boxes, but make it fashion.
Yeah. I also have right here this binder from them, which has like the giant like black and red Olivia art on it.
Gorgeous.
Which is just incredible.
Yeah, this is really,
and look
really
at all
pretty.
the souls in her red train.
Should have died, but there she is.
Should have died, but here. Should have died.
But there she is. I saw somebody ask a question too on the internet that's like, where can I get those sweet secret lair play mats? And I was like,
Ultra Pro, baby.
Pro.
Another wonderful sponsor of the show.
Yeah, check them out. There's a link to them in our show notes. Use that link. It's our affiliate link. And you can check out anything that they offer, which is basically everything. That's this episode of Good Luck High Five. Thank you so much for starting out your first and last year of 2022 with us here on the program.
Yeah, what a start. We really
I'm
we
sorry.
really tanked morale for the
I'm
start
sorry
of 2022.
I made it so negative. But, you know,
Do you know what I keep thinking, Maria?
What?
Is what we said at the end of our last episode.
Yeah.
At the
That's
end of
true.
last year, which is you literally cannot imagine even 6 months from now what your life will look like.
It's so true. It's so true.
So-
So much changes.
Exactly. I think personally, 2021 was so rough. I think that we've got to be heading up.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
There we go. We've got to be heading up.
We've got to be heading up.
2022. We've got to be heading up. Thank you so much to everybody who supports us. Thank you. You make the show happen. Remember to sign up to become a patron to play in our patron-only alchemy tournament coming up on the 15th.
On the 15th, it's going to be super fun. Try out any weird alchemy deck
Yes.
that you're like, I don't want to take this on the ladder
Yeah.
or the tournament yet, but I do want to play it because it's fun. Bring it to our tournament.
Yes.
It is highly encouraged.
We love fun decks.
Yeah.
And then next month, we're all going to watch a movie together, which is going to be so, so fun.
Yeah.
We had a blast doing that over the holidays. It was-
Ooh, and at some
it
point,
was
we'll put up a
great.
poll on our Patreon about
Yeah.
what movie you all want to watch.
Yeah, it'll be
with us.
so cool.
It'll be a good time.
So become a member before our next show. We'll give you a shout on the show. Patreon.com/GLHF. /GLHF Magic. There we
Yeah.
go. Cardkingdom.com/GLHF for all of your magical needs, and also Ultra Pro. Links to those in our show notes as always. More about Kamigawa next week, including the initial story,
Yeah.
which I'm very excited to hear because I've never been to Kamigawa personally.
Me neither.
So
maybe we'll have to do a little Kamigawa history dive.
Oh, that would be so fun because I don't actually know what happened, what the Kamigawa's deal was.
Me neither. The only thing we've ever known about Kamigawa is that people were violently split on whether or not we should go back.
Yeah.
So we'll figure out more about that.
Yeah, and we'll have an update. We'll let you know how we all do in the decathlon coming up
Ooh, yeah, exciting.
because we're playing in that on Saturday. What a fun event that was. I could go
Yeah.
on for years. I loved it so much. Excited to play on that. And
So the point is, plenty to look forward to, even if it's your last chance.
oh my God.